Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber back at it again with another toy review. This time we are back at it with some Mortal Kombat action figures. And look at these beauties. If you guys are unaware of who these guys are, they are Cyrax, Sektor, and Smoke. That is Smoke. I can't recall Smoke being, what was that, bluish purple? Wasn't Smoke? I can't remember. Maybe he was blue, or maybe they just did up the blue just for the figure. But this is from Mortal Kombat Classic. Over 15 points of articulation here on the back. We have some of the classic, well, the original Mortal Kombat characters: Johnny Cage, Kano, Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Sonya. That's what they had. Those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 original characters in Mortal Kombat, the very first Mortal Kombat. Those were it. These guys, I think they came along in what, Mortal Kombat 3, I think? Was it Mortal Kombat 3 they came out in? They weren't in 2, they came out in 3. Of course, this Mortal Kombat figure right here, he later came out uh, uh, later on. He was known as the I'm trying to think of a funny name to say. The fur barrel. I don't know what I'm talking about. The cat scratch fever. That was his Mortal Kombat name, Cat Scratch Fever. That's the best I can come up with. Cat scratch. Play Cat Scratch Fever on Mortal Kombat. Okay. Enough of this foolishness. I'm gonna quit yapping because I'm already 2 minutes into the video. And oh, there you go. There's the classic Mortal Kombat arcade game. I remember back in the day, I used to throw my quarters into this arcade game. I've probably spent over $100 in quarters playing Mortal Kombat back in the day. I think I told this story one time where I used to work at a pizza place and I used to pass out flyers, and they had the arcade game, the Mortal Kombat arcade game, in the pizza place. So when I'd come back, I emptied the quarters into the Mortal Kombat arcade machine, and there went all my money. They made all their money back. Damn pizza company. I think they're still around too. So, okay, like I said, enough of my yapping. I'm gonna bring this over here, and I'm gonna break this baby open because I'm anxious to get these guys out. I got my trusty Punisher knife. And now these guys right here, they are a little bit smaller than your average Mortal Kombat action figures. Let's see. Cut this baby open. I know they have like a way to get in here. Oh, here's a knife right here. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so they pop open like that. And then we're going to pop them open like that. Look at that. Look how beautiful they look. And they're very small. Let me get my tape measure real quick. And they're like the size of G.I. Joes. Matter of fact, maybe they might be a little bit smaller. But here is Cyrax, right? Or is this Sektor? I can't remember. Is the red one... The red one is Cyrax, right? If I'm correct. So here's my tape measure. As you can see, he probably stands about 4.5 feet. Excuse me, 4.5 inches. Around 4.5 inches, just under, maybe 4.5 inches. Yeah, that's what I said. So they're pretty small figures. And they're very loose too. Very, very loose. Very flexible, which is awesome. Yeah, I can't remember if the G.I. Joe's figures were a little bit bigger. I could be wrong. But they're very small. Let me bring a close up in here for you guys. Yeah, he's very, very small. But nonetheless, he's very, very cool. And he does remind me a lot of like a... I remember G.I. Joe, they did a line with Mortal Kombat action figures in it. And I had almost all of them. I'm pretty sure I had all of them. I had the Goro, I had the Shang Tsung, I had Liu Kang. And they were pretty basic figures, but they were cool nonetheless. Yeah, he's really, really cool. Let's break out the other ones real quick. Let's put this right here as a backdrop. And I guess Cyrax. Is this a Cyrax? I hope that's Cyrax. I always get Cyrax and Sektor mixed up together. But here is the yellow. Their arms don't extend out, which that kind of blows. They just have simple basic arm. His arm does swivel, but his arms don't go out. That blows big time. They do the splits, which is awesome. They do kick. They don't really kick forward that well. Well, yeah, they do. It's this right here, his skirting right here. It kind of blocks it. His legs do bend. They have like a break. They twist right here. No ankle articulation, but his knee bend with a break right here more than makes up for that. But yeah, he's a pretty cool figure. Head, does his head move? I don't know, that head doesn't move. Let's see, does this head move? Yeah, his head moves. And he does have a break at his chest, stomach area, which is pretty cool. They're very cool little action figures. Let me break out Smoke. Here is Smoke. Yeah, I definitely would like to get back the G.I. Joe Mortal Kombat action figures. Just, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them before. They're really, really, really cool. Yeah, he can do the entire splits right here. Yeah, the same articulation. They're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same figure, and his head does go up and down. That's awesome. Okay, his head does go up and down. They're pretty much the same figure, except they're painted. They're painted differently. They're painted different colors, but they're pretty much the same figure. Oh. Very, very cool. You know, I wish they were a bigger size. I don't really care too much for this size, but nonetheless, I mean, they're very cool. Like I said, they remind me a lot of the G.I. Joe action figures when Mortal Kombat did it. But these are a little bit better, I'd say. Very cool. Let me give you guys a better close-up of this. Trying to get my camera to focus. But yeah, very, very cool. Like I said, the bad thing about this is if you start collecting Mortal Kombat 4.5 inch action figures, then you're gonna have to start collecting them. I mean, really start collecting them. And I think the GI Joe action figures are about this height. For some reason, I'm thinking these guys are smaller, but maybe I'm just so used to the X-Men. 5.5 action figures and 6-inch action figures, Marvel Legends, and the big Marvel Selects. Maybe I'm just used to that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they're very cool. Very, very cool. I don't know if I'm going to put them on display. I think I just might put them back in the box and leave them in the box for display because they actually look better in the box. unless I decide to go all out and create a Mortal Kombat little realm. But these guys would be too small. I don't think I would want to collect action figures these small. But I got them for a good deal, and I thought they looked really cool. And come on, how can you not? How can you not get these guys? I mean, you seldom see these, kind of figures in, the Mortal Kombat toy realm. What do you think, Anakin? I think he likes them. But very cool, and you're going to knock over my box. Of course, he's going to knock him over. And there they go, one by one. Damn you, cat. Damn you! Well, he likes smoke. He thinks they're his toys. But there you go, guys. I'll give you my rating on this. I'm not going to count size. I'm not going to factor in size with my rating. I'm just going to go on simple articulation and simple looks. Yes, do I wish they were bigger? Yes. Most definitely. I wish they were like 6-inch action figures. But then again, they probably would have cost me an arm and a leg if they were 6-inch action figures, and I probably wouldn't have got them. Probably wouldn't never have got them if they were like 6-inch action figures and they came in a 3-pack, unless I found a really good ridiculous deal. But I'm just gonna base my rating on articulation and style-wise. Style, they're really good. I mean, they're the same figure and they're just repainted a different color, but nonetheless, they're nicely done for 4.5-inch action figures. So, articulation, they're really good articulated wise. They can't really lift their arms because of their shoulder pads, but nonetheless, they do have every other articulation desired, if it was regardless if it was a 4.5-inch action figure or if it was a 6-inch action figure. So on a rating from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I'm gonna have to give these guys, you know what, I'll give them a 7.5. I'm only including the half because they're 4.5 inches, so I'm going to include the half into that. 7.5. The reason why I'm not giving them a higher score is because, like I said, they're pretty much the same figure, repainted, but they're very well done. Very nice sculpt, and very well articulated, minus the shoulders. So, yeah, I think 7.5 is a fair assessment. They're not great, but they are pretty cool. And I'm lying right now. Maybe I am factoring in the size because I am kind of disappointed with their size. So yeah, maybe if they were 6 inches, maybe I would have given them a higher score than, what did I say, a 7.5. If they were 6-inch figures, yeah, I probably would have given them a higher score. But because they're so tiny, as much as I would hate factoring the size in, I have to. But they're very well done. I recommend it. If you're a Mortal Kombat collector and you love collecting Mortal Kombat figures, then yeah, I definitely say go for this. I mean, you probably have some other 4.5 action figures somewhere laying around that can go very well with these guys. So, yeah, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, I say go ahead and get them. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, I say go ahead and get them. Yeah, I think 7.5. I just can't give them anything higher. I would like to give them an 8, maybe 8.5, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it because they're so tiny. If they were 6-inch figures, maybe I'd give them an 8.5. But yeah, I think 7.5 is a fair assessment. They're very good figures, very well articulated. like I said, if you have a Mortal Kombat collection, they would go very well with your Mortal Kombat collection. So there you go, guys. There was my review on the Mortal Kombat Classic action figure, Cyrax, Sektor, and Smoke. Thanks for watching, everybody. You can find me on Instagram, Vigo Video, Facebook, and of course here at YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.